All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Friday night Smackdown review for December 15th, 2023. I thought after the first segment, most of the show was just pretty much boring. You had the tournament, US title tournament, it's pretty predictable. Who's gonna win? Kevin Owens is pretty good. It's pretty obvious he's gonna win. You had Randy Orton challenging Roman Reigns in the opening segment to a match at the Rumble. Then you had Roman pretty much declaring if something happens to him that Souls Cole is the new tribal chief. And then you had AJ returning AJ Styles. He attacked LA Knight. Don't really have a clue why. Because it wasn't the bloodline the one that injured him in storyline. So shouldn't he be going after the bloodline? I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty much the main points, the main things that happened on SmackDown on Friday. All right, let's get to it. So the bloodline head out to the ring. Roman Reigns is back to work. Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso. Paul Heyman dyed his hair black. He's not stressed anymore since Tribal Chief is back. Yes, Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns says it's promotion season. When someone's doing good, we let them know. Oos. When someone's doing bad, we smash them. Tonight it's about one man. He sacrificed everything in 1 year or so. This man understands what our family means. Keep this family at top of the mountain. God forbid if anything happened to me. This is the man that's gonna step up. This was hold on. And then the crowd started chanting for Randy. Roman said, "This ain't for Randy Orton. This is the next tribal chief." And as Roman was saying this last part, Jimmy starts taking off his jacket there because he thought it was gonna be him. And then Roman says, "Hey Jimmy, join me in congratulating your brother, Solo Sikoa." I called him the tribal heir or whatever. He's like basically the next guy in line to be the tribal chief. And Randy Orton music hits. He comes out there, looking jacked as hell. And then he says he's been thinking about this moment for 18 months. And he says, I'm coming for you. You took 18 months from me. I'm going to take everything away from you. I care which one of your family, I don't care which one of your family members I have to go through to get the job done. It starts tonight, ends at the Royal Rumble, and he challenged Roman Reigns for a title match for his undisputed title at the Rumble. Roman says, 18 months. You've been thinking about me? I haven't been thinking about you at all. Then he says, you haven't done anything to deserve this at all. You can go to the back of the line. Everyone thinks they just show up and get a chance. That's not how it works. Listen to those voices in your head, Randy. It ain't 2007 anymore. I'm levels above you and everybody else. The voices in your head are telling you run. Run away from the tribal chief. Because this time, if you have a match with me, it's retirement. You ain't ever coming back, Goose. Randy says, maybe you're right. You have changed for the better. You have evolved. You're not just a historical champion. You are a legend. I've changed too. I've evolved. One thing I will always be is a legend killer. So he goes for the RKO. Hold on, they don't got the pictures in order here. They had that other picture at the end of the show. Yeah, right there. He goes for the RKO. Roman Reigns pushes him away, and then Randy says, You say you have been thinking about me. Maybe you should start thinking about me." Then says, "I'm getting something from the voices in my head." Says, "Roman, you might have just crapped your pants." And he says, "Daddy's back." That was pretty much it there. Yeah, he got on one knee when he said that. Yeah, that was pretty much it for the segment. So yeah, that was a great opening segment. Start the feud between Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. So overall, that was a good opening segment. All right, next up we got in a first round matchup in the United States title tournament. Grayson Waller versus Carmelo Hayes. It was like a competitive match. Hayes beat him with leg drop for the win because it calls it nothing but net. So he's using basketball names, basketball moves for because he's got other moves. He's got like the fadeaway. Nothing but net is the finishing move for the leg drop. He's a hell of an athlete. I think he beat Braun Breaker once or twice in NXT, so he should probably be moving to the main roster soon. So we'll see what happens with that. Then we have the bracket right there. Carmelo Hayes is gonna face pretty obvious Kevin Owens in the second round. So we'll see what happens with that. We got a backstage segment with Randy Orton, LA Knight. Yeah. Randy says, I don't need your help. LA Knight says, I know the numbers game. Randy says, stay out of my way. So there's still Randy still can't trust him, even though they got one common goal to take out the bloodline. They both want a piece of them. But the way tonight ended, looks like they're not going to be teaming up, so he's going to be feuding with AJ Styles. All right, next up we got another first round matchup in the United States title tournament. Kevin Owens versus Austin Theory. Kevin Owens is wearing a cast on his hand for the broken hand he got in storyline. KO hit a frog splash for a 2 count. Austin Theory hit a Spanish fly for a near fall. Kevin Owens hit the Swanton bomb. Austin Theory kicked out, and then KO punched Austin Theory with his cast for the win. And after he hit him, he's like, "Hey, not bad. I got a weapon. I pretty much got a weapon I can use to punch people in the face, I guess." So yeah, Kevin Owens advances to the second round to face Carmelo Hayes next week in the semifinal. All right, next up we got a segment with the bloodline. Roman says Orton's ruined Solo's moment. He needs to be silenced. Jimmy says, sounds like a job for the tribal heir. Roman says, you kidding? It's promotion season. You get anything. Jimmy says, yeet. And Roman and Jimmy have like a hilarious stare down on each other. It was hilarious. It was priceless. And, after that, Jimmy says, no yeet. Oh, it's kind of funny. All right, next up, we got Karrion Kross vignette. I don't see the point in this. I don't trust this company with how they're using Karrion Kross. It's the same thing. Why don't they just switch him from heel to babyface so he could be a good guy so fans can cheer him, I guess? Because this character they got with him is not working. So yeah, they should probably just switch him. And then we got a segment with KO in the back. He says he's facing Carmelo Hayes for the first time. Hayes says, I need this way. And Carmelo Hayes shows up during this promo. Carmelo Hayes says, I need this way more than you do. And that was pretty much it. Setting up the match next week. I just don't really care about this tournament. We got another segment in the back with the bloodline. This time it's only Jimmy and Solo. Jimmy says, man, Heyman and Roman, they've been talking way too long. You would tell me if something would happen to me, right? And Solo just looks at him and just grabs his hand or his fist or whatever. And that's pretty much it. So they're building, I guess, for Solo to turn on. Will he turn on Jimmy or will he turn on the bloodline to help Jimmy? But he's about to get attacked or something. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, next up we got the main event. Randy Orton versus Jimmy Uso. Randy goes for the middle rope DDT. Jimmy Uso counters it. Says he needs a timeout. Next up we got Randy Orton. He's outside. He hits 2 back suplexes on the announce table. And then he chucks him back in the ring. He goes for the DDT again on the middle rope. Jimmy counters it with the back body drop, sending Randy Orton to the outside. And then Randy Orton's pretty much selling like a knee injury. Then he got hurt on his knee. Randy goes for the DDT. Then he sets up for the RKO. Solo Sikoa, his music hits. So Solo Sikoa heads down there. Where is it? Yeah, right there. And then LA Knight's music hits, so he uh starts fighting Solo Sikoa there in the entranceway. Or Randy Orton hits RKO for the win. And while this is going on, Roman Reigns comes out. He attacks LA Knight. And then in the ring, Roman and Randy, they trade punches. And then LA Knight goes to help him. Jim Uso helps Roman. And then LA Knight comes out, try to help Randy Orton out. And then Solo Sikoa jumps in. So they got the numbers game again. And then we got a returning AJ Styles right there. He hit the phenomenal forearm on Roman Reigns. And the bloodline's on the outside. And then it looks like AJ Styles is with Randy Orton and LA Knight. But then AJ Styles, for some reason, attacks LA Knight. Where is it? Yeah, right there. And then that was pretty much it for SmackDown. So be interesting to see what AJ Styles says, why he attacked Randy, or not Randy, or why he attacked LA Knight next week. So we'll see what his reasoning is, his explanation next week. Because the only thing I can think of is that one. Which pay-per-view was it? It was either Fastlane or Payback. He was AJ Styles. It was supposed to be AJ Styles and John Cena teaming up, but Bloodline injured him in storyline. They injured AJ Styles in storyline, and then LA Knight took AJ Styles' spot. So that's the only thing I can think of right now for the reason that he attacked LA Knight. Because if he doesn't say that for the reason, then I don't know. Then it doesn't make any sense at all. Because he should be going after the Bloodline because they're the ones that injured him. So yeah, that was pretty much it for SmackDown. See ya.